If you are the greatest person in your network, you're in the wrong network. Sit down and think about what are some of the things you've been wanting to do, but you're afraid other people are going to talk about you in a bad way. You know what I tell you to do? Do it. What are most people going to tell you anyway? It can't be done. No, it's always impossible until it's done.
Your success and growth all start in your mind. So get ready for another mind shift. Hey everyone, welcome back to Mind Shift. I'm your host, Joshua Kangley, and if you're just discovering this show right now, this show is all about inspiration, motivation, and positivity. You know, we need positivity now more than ever, I feel like. And that's what I'm here to do, is share these messages from people who I call guiding lights, and share their stories of inspiration and motivation, because we need to hear from them, learn from them, so that we can grow in our own success. And boy, do we have a guiding light on the show today. She is an inspiration like no other, and she's as real and raw as they come. And I'm so excited. You will know what I'm talking about when you meet her, because she's an amazing person. And I can't wait to get to that conversation in just a second. Before we do, remember, you can go to helloMyNameIsJosh.com, learn more about me, my show, and the books behind me, all right there at the hub, my website there, HelloMyNameIsJosh.com. If you have any questions about the show, or if you know someone who should be on the show, email me at josh@HelloMyNameIsJosh.com. Remember, new episodes on Tuesdays, 6 p.m. Central, and also we do a live stream 6 p.m. Central on Thursdays. So if you're listening to the audio version right now, make sure to tune in on YouTube on Thursdays 6 p.m. Central for our live feeds, where I can kind of engage and interact more with you guys, right? Can't wait for that. Love it. It's going to be awesome. Now, before we get to our guest, I really want to set this up with a quote. And this quote is by Judy Garland, and she says, "Always be a first-rate version of yourself instead of a second-rate version of somebody else." What that speaks to me is be you, right? Be you, and be you boldly, because the world needs you. The world doesn't need another somebody else. The world needs you and your talents and your gifts. And so be you, and be you boldly. Don't be somebody else. And what a perfect person to talk about this than our guest today. And I can't wait for you to meet her, because she is the founder and CEO of Perfect Pitches by Precious. She's an author of a best-selling book, speaker, coach. She's been featured on MSNBC, Wall Street Journal, CNN, and have you heard of Shark Tank? Mm-hmm. She's a world-class communicator, everyone, and she is a killer pitch master. Everyone, on the show with me today, I have Precious Williams. Let's go to that conversation. Precious, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me. I'm so excited.
Yes, I am so excited too, because, you know, I talk a lot about important connections, and I really talk about LinkedIn a lot. And I'm on LinkedIn, and I see you there all over, and you are really, doing your thing. And so I'm like, I need to talk to her and see what she's doing and all about. So tell us about you. How did you become, Precious, the killer pitch master?
Well, you know what? I've been speaking professionally since I was 16 years old.
Wow.
But it wasn't until I wanted to start my first company. And as you already know, I'm a former attorney. Well, when I quit all of my positions as an attorney, I wanted to start my first company, Curvy Girls Lingerie. Now, you know, I'm not a designer. I don't have a retail background. What was I thinking? And I had no money to get started because I quit all my positions. And so the reason I became the killer pitch master is because since I had no money, I met a woman at the New York Public Library at 34th and Madison, and she said she won $50,000 by pitching. Word? What does that mean? So I entered my first competition and won 13 out of 14 for $150,000. And I also appeared on MSNBC's Your Business with JJ Ramberg and got a $500,000 check. So that is how I became a killer pitch master, because not only am I someone who can teach and train and coach on it, I have been in the shoes of everyone who's ever pitched, whether you're pitching to media, whether you're pitching for a job interview, whether you're pitching to investors. I mean, I was on Shark Tank season 8 in 2016. Ow! And, when people would like really embrace the killer pitch master, why do they call me that? Because I help you slay all competition with a killer pitch.
And people question sometimes, well, how important is a pitch really? Like, is it that important? But I think you demonstrated, like, how important is a pitch, Precious?
It is so important. And I think when people think of pitching, they think it's, oh, you stand up, you say something. No. You're pitching every time. Remember, have you ever had a conversation with your friend about this no good woman or man you be dating, or that job you don't like, or something that came up? You want people interested in what you have to say and continue the conversation. So what you're doing in pitching is giving them a bite-sized morsel so that they want to eat they want the full meal deal. That's what pitching is. So it's not just you going to a networking event and saying, hey, my name is such and such and I'm a graphic designer. Boring. So when people usually meet me, I'm at a networking event and I'll say, ladies, raise your hands if you want to be a bad bitch with a power pitch. You say that? And they're so enthralled with it because they're like, no one pitches like that. No one asks a startling question. No one throws out a statistic. No one drops a set of books and is like, okay, all eyes on me now. Because now you get ready, because I'm not sounding like anybody else. Is pitching important? Heck yes, it is. How you do it is even more important. Not just pitching, but how you do it, how you can do it conversationally, how you do it on stage as a speaker, how you do it when you're before an investor, or how the heck do you get media interested in you when you have no money?
And so you've utilized this, your powerful pitching, and you're slaying it. And you have a book now. Tell us about your book and how that came about, and the amazing, tool it's been for other people.
Well, my book is called Bad Bitches and Power Pitches for Women Entrepreneurs and Speakers Only. It came out on October 29th of 2019, so it's not even a year old yet. And the book was really my journey to becoming the killer pitch master, but also how to teach women that there are 7 women and men, there's 7 branding personas, from the unstoppable bitch to the numbers bitch, the flawed bitch, the power, all that. You need to know where you stand as when you're pitching. Are you unstoppable, or do you carry more of the characteristics of the power bitch? Who are you? And once you know who you are as far as your persona, you can create the perfect pitch that fits your characteristics. So most people don't know that 3 years ago I was homeless. And so, yeah, I was homeless. After Shark Tank and everything, the love of my life died. I became a severe alcoholic. Like, there's so much that happened. And the reason why I bring that up is because sometimes when people look at people who are on podcasts and shows, they think they always had it easy. And it's like, this book is the reason why I clawed my way out of it. Wow. And so it's not a book about, oh, you know what I read? It's like, no, I'm a 13-time champion. I've been a professional speaker since I was 16. So that tells you I'm going to give you the truth about what it takes to pitch. And if I could claw my way out of homelessness, addiction, been clean and sober 3.5 years, then this book is about an experience, an aha moment, and really teaching women entrepreneurs, speakers, corporate executives. You'll see why Fortune 500 companies like Microsoft, LinkedIn, Google, eBay, NBC Universal hire me to teach communication skills, because I don't do it in the normal way. What I teach you can't find on Google. And so that's what my book is about, is thinking outside of the box and then thinking, wait a minute, there can't be a box. You can't box in my character. You can't box in my personality. And that's for most people. If they really tapped in to what makes them different and embrace it, you created your own lane. And that's why, you ever notice on your LinkedIn profile, it'll say who's looking at you?
Yes.
The breakdown. I know why people look for me. It's not just pitching, it's communication skills, but being able to stand out in a crowded marketplace. And that's what my book, Bad Bitches and Power Pitches for Women Entrepreneurs and Speakers Only, is all about.
Yes, and you do it like no one else does it, and that's why I want you on the show, because the show is a mind shift, and so you teaching us and telling us and sharing your story is so important. And I just wanted to shine a light on you, and because you're absolutely right. Sometimes people see us on their profiles or things that we've accomplished, and they can't imagine, like, for you to be homeless and then to just claw your way out like that is amazing. First of all,
Yeah.
so now let's just kind of segue into the pandemic.
Oh, yes.
Is pitching now more important now, or how does this play into the pandemic?
I personally think it's more important to pitch now. What do you find most people doing right now? They're quiet.
Mm,
They're afraid to ask for the sale. They're afraid to put themselves out there. And you, as well as I know, that in business, this is like prime time. This is like the fourth quarter. This is where you separate the men from the boys, the women from the girls.
yeah.
Many of us who've been through uh, crazy experiences know that it's in times like this where businesses are forged.
Mm,
And like you put your line in the sand, I go no further than this. And what I've decided is to help people who are going through COVID-19 and economic downturn and social. We're dealing with three different ones at the same time.
mhm.
My business has increased 100%.
Wow.
And most people say that. Do you want to know why? Because I remain visible. You say you see me on LinkedIn. People be on Facebook like, you're posting and you're incredible what you're posting. You're not even just making stuff up. You can show us the flyers. You can show us behind the scenes. You can show us who shows up at your things. I'm like, all of that is important because I'm not new to this. I'm true
Mm,
to this.
mm.
A lot of people would take pictures with the gurus. You know who I'm talking about, would take pictures. And I'm like, that's cute. That's a snapshot in time.
Yes.
I can show you how I got in the room without paying. Can you say the same? That's what a pitch can do. I
Yeah.
have earned media, not paid media. Can you say the same? That's what a powerful pitch can do for you. And if you want to turn VIP prospects or any kind of prospects into clients, you need to have a killer pitch. You can sit at home right now and you can Netflix and chill all day, or you can just get visible and start dropping the tea, dropping those content, dropping incredible content. That's why on LinkedIn, I have my LinkedIn Live. It's called Keeping It Real.
Yes.
Keep it real when pitching goes wrong. Keeping it real. How do you even pitch in a socially distant world? Keeping it real. Y'all, what are y'all pitching challenges? Because most people are afraid to tell you what they are. I'm dealing with it head on. And that's why I have the type of personality that I do. I'm a bad bitch with a power pitch. If you want to join the program, find the tribe that fits your vibe.
And I love that, and you're absolutely right. You are all over. It's not just LinkedIn. I'm on LinkedIn a lot, but you're everywhere. And through all this, you just mentioned we're going through three things actually, and so you're absolutely right. Doubling down, and we're seeing a lot of well-established companies crumble, and so it's leveled the playing field a little bit.
It really has.
What do you say to entrepreneurs right now who might be scared, who are looking at maybe you on Facebook, and how do I do that? Like, what would you say to some aspiring entrepreneurs when now is the opportunity to double down? How do they get started? What do they need to do?
Well, first I would say fortune favors the bold, and I know you know that. Fortune favors the bold. For you to start this show, there are probably people like, why would you do that? Oh, it's overcrowded. So like, no, it's not. Fortune favors the bold. How are you going to boldly get out there? See, I named my book a certain title for a reason because I want a reaction. It could have been The Art of the Killer Pitch. It could have been Pitch Perfect. But Bad Bitches and Power Pitch is written by a 13-time champion, meaning it's not crass. It's a tool.
Hmm.
So I would tell them to be bold. I would tell them to seek out podcasts and stuff like that to really get out there. One of the things about podcasting, and a lot of it is free, is that it allows you to speak to different audiences than the ones you're usually in front of, right? I would also be looking for ways to truly stand out in a crowded marketplace and create your own lane. As you know, most of us have coaches.
Hmm.
No coach taught me how to be visible. None, because I've been doing this since I was 16. What they have done is help me streamline and become and really put my words together in such a way that it forces you to have a reaction to it, right? So I know some people aren't going to like me. I love that. Some people are going to love me. I like that too. Don't be milquetoast around me. Don't be lukewarm. God doesn't like that, so I don't. So at the end of the day, I would really sit down in these quiet moments, like it's Sunday, right? Or whatever day of the week it be. Sit down and think about what are some of the things you've been wanting to do, but you're afraid other people are going to talk about you in a bad way. You know what I tell you to do? Do it. What are most people going to tell you anyway? It can't be done. No, it's always impossible until it's done.
Mm-hmm.
I've been told I'm fat, I'm Black, no Ivy League degree. I will never get anywhere. I don't know about you, but I gotten pretty far, don't you think?
Absolutely.
And I'm still chubby. I'm not fat. I'm still a chubby girl wonder. I call myself the female MacGyver of business. You see how things just roll off my tongue? I've been doing this for too long. You know what I'm saying?
I love your personality, and obviously it has, it's something to say about where you've gone because of that. And, you're such I call people like you guiding lights. And I sought you out. I had to, because you're really a light shining, helping us all on our own journeys to success. And I really, really appreciate you. Where can we learn more about Precious Williams? Where can we find your book? Where can we learn more about you?
Yes, so this is my book, Bad Bitches and Power Pitches for Women Entrepreneurs and Speakers Only. Not only was it the #1 bestseller, but it also got me a billboard in Times Square, and Forbes magazine reviewed it. Oh, you didn't know that? Oh, you didn't know Forbes magazine wrote an article called Pitching is Bitching? When's the last time you saw them curse in an article in Forbes magazine? Well, we're not going to address that issue. And then this is my companion book that came out in June 2020 that was a #1 bestseller too. So this is the workbook. So both of them are companions to each other. So if you really want to know how to craft the pitch, it's here. But if you want to learn the art of pitching, it's here. So the best way to reach out to me is go to my website, www.perfectpitchesbyprecious.com. And you'll also see the ways to work with me to purchase my book. And my email address is precious@perfectpitchesbyprecious.com. I'm on LinkedIn. It's Precious L. Williams, killer pitch master. Got to stay on brand. On Twitter, I am at Perfect Pitch P. On Facebook, I am at Perfect Pitch P. And on Instagram, I'm at Perfect Pitches P. And so those are the best ways to get in contact with me. My schedule is on my website. How you can get in contact with me is on my website. In case you don't know how to spell Precious, please look it up. It's in the dictionary, the dictionary spelling of my name. And also, if you find yourself in a situation where you need help immediately, go purchase this book. It's available on Amazon.com, Walmart.com, Barnes & Noble, Target.com. But most importantly, it's available on my website. And I promise you, I will hand sign this and send a note to you personally from me if you order from my website.
That's perfect. Well, I'm going to leave you the last word, Precious. Anything else you like to say to the audience today? It's like a new audience, so some of yours coming over, some of mine coming over.
Yes.
So anything else you like to say to them today?
Yes. You need to be very mindful of who's in your network. A lot of us have been in our comfort zone with certain networks, and we think they're the bee's knees. I'm here to tell you, when I decided to change my networks up this year and commit to no more than 2 to 3 that I'm going to show up for weekly or bi-weekly for, and I don't want to be the bright light in my group. I want the bright lights to shine, and I am challenged by them. If you are the greatest person in your network, you're in the wrong network. Change your network. Get your pitches together and watch how things unfold. Right now, you should be pitching on a daily basis, whether it's something you're promoting or just getting your brand, your business, your book, your product or service out there. Don't be afraid. Keep going. And that is from me, the killer pitch master, 13-time national elevator pitch champion, appeared on everything from Shark Tank season 8 in 2016, CNN, Wall Street Journal, Forbes magazine, Black Enterprise magazine, movies, documentaries. Yes, I'm from the inner city of St. Louis, and I got it all the way to Hollywood. Media investors with the killer pitch.
Precious, thank you for showing up for me today. Thank you for being on my show today. I really appreciate your time today. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Wow, what a great conversation. I told you she's awesome, right? I really hope you enjoyed the conversation with Precious Williams. I certainly did. I want to say thank you one more time to Precious, and thank you all for tuning in to the show today. The big takeaway, I think, today here from Precious in our conversation is to be you. Be you, be you boldly. It's in that authenticity that we can more effectively communicate with each other and build connections. So we need you. The world needs you. It doesn't need another somebody else. It needs you and what you have to offer. So be you and be you boldly. That's the message of the day today. What a great conversation. Again, lastly, thank you to Precious one more time. Thank you to you. And I'll make sure to leave links in the description where you can find more about Precious. So if you're looking to become a killer pitch master or communicate more effectively, I'll make sure you can find Precious. So look in the description below and find the links there. Again, you can always find me at hello, my name is Josh.com. So if you're wondering who the heck is Joshua Kangley and what's he all about, you can go to my hub, my website, which is www.hello, my name is Josh.com. Learn more about me, my books behind me, and my show. If you have any questions about the show or any of the guests on the show, or if you know someone who wants to be on the show, email me at josh@hello, my name is Josh.com. You can find me on LinkedIn, Instagram, all over, Joshua Kangley. Now, remember, if you're listening to the audio version, be sure to come over to YouTube on Thursdays, 6 p.m. Central, because that's when we do our live feeds on YouTube. And I really like engaging and connecting in that live feed. Very, very fun, very, very cool. And it gives us a chance to connect as well. And remember, also on YouTube, every Tuesday, 6 p.m. Central, a new episode will drop. So thank you for tuning in. I hope you love the show so far. I'm so excited to where this is going. Look forward to more guiding lights on the show, more inspiration. And until next time, I'll talk to you later.